Today, I'm making savory ham and cheddar scones with hot honey. And if you've never had a savory scone before, you are in for such a treat because as much as I love a sweet scone, I actually think the rich, buttery flavors of a scone work even better with savory ingredients. And I also see scones as the ultimate vessel for using up leftovers because they are so versatile. So especially around the holidays like Easter, I love whipping up a batch of these and tossing in any leftover Easter ham I have. And if you happen to have any leftover bacon lying around, that also makes for an amazing substitute for the ham in this recipe. Now, in terms of the cheese, I like to use cheddar just because I think it works really well with the ham, and it's the cheese that I usually have in the fridge most of the time. That said, Swiss and Gruyere would also be really yummy, and I honestly can't think of a cheese that would be bad in these, so feel free to experiment with whatever you have on hand. If you've never made scones before, I think you might be a little surprised at just how easy they are to make, and my little trick for taking this recipe absolutely over the edge is to drizzle the scones with homemade hot honey, which is also really easy to make, and I'm going to show you how. However, if you want to simplify this recipe even more, you can just use store-bought hot honey, or if you're looking to skip the spice, just use regular honey instead. Okay, let's get started. First, we'll take our ham and dice it up into cubes about this size. I like to dice a couple slices at a time until I get about 1 cup's worth. Then we'll move on to grating our cheddar. Here I'm using my favorite aged cheddar, but you can use whatever cheddar you have in the fridge. And don't sweat it if you end up with a couple of larger chunks in your grated cheddar mix because this will just add to the cheesy goodness of the scones. And my best tip for making scones is to actually freeze the butter before grating it and combining it with the dry ingredients. This will spread the butter out evenly and give your scones distinct flaky layers. Now that all of our prep is done, we can move on to our dry ingredients. So in a large bowl, we'll combine 2 cups of flour, half a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of pepper, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, 2 teaspoons of sugar, and 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. Give that a good whisk until everything is well combined, and then it's time to go in with our cold grated butter. And I find the easiest way to do this is with my hands. So I just squeeze the butter and flour together until the mixture is unevenly crumbly, like this. Then it's time to go in with our cubed ham, and we're going to add 3/4 of a cup because we're saving the rest for the topping. And same goes for our cheddar. We'll add in 3/4 of a cup and then give everything a really good mix. And at this stage, we're really just making sure everything is evenly distributed before we add in our heavy cream. We'll start with 3/4 of a cup of that heavy cream, and we can add more as needed. And you can kind of think of the heavy cream as the glue that holds this whole recipe together. And if you're noticing that the dough is super dry and crumbly like this, and it's not really holding together, you can add in 1 more tablespoon at a time until you reach the desired consistency. Once the dough is at a point where it holds together when squeezed and looks like this, you'll know it's ready. From there, you can turn it out onto a well-floured surface and shape it into a disc that's about 7 inches wide and 3/4 of an inch thick. And don't worry if you start to notice any cracks in the dough, you can just fix these by pinching them right back up. And once our dough is in a nice compact disc like this, we can place it on a lined baking sheet. And from there, we can go ahead and cut our dough into 8 even wedges. This is my favorite method for shaping scones because there's no waste, but if you prefer, you could totally cut these into circles or any other shape that your heart desires. These also work really well as mini scones if you want to divide the dough up into 2 discs and cut them into smaller wedges. We'll space the scones out a little bit on the pan before brushing them generously with heavy cream. This just makes them nice and golden as they bake. Pop these into the oven at 425 for 10 minutes, and then we're going to take them out and sprinkle them with that leftover ham and cheese that we'd set aside earlier. Don't worry if this gets a little messy. Any cheese that falls in between the scones will just give the scones super lacy, cheesy edges. Then we'll pop them back into the oven for another 10 minutes. And while the scones finish baking, we'll work on our hot honey. So in a small saucepan, we'll combine 1 cup of honey and 1 tablespoon of red pepper flakes. Then we'll set it over medium heat. And this doesn't need to cook for long. We're really just bringing it to a simmer so that we can infuse the honey with the spice of the red pepper flakes. From there, we'll remove it from the heat and add in 1 teaspoon of apple cider vinegar. This helps to cut the sweetness and gives the hot honey a nice little tang. We'll give it a good stir and then we'll set it aside in a heat-safe jar or bowl. And if you'd like, you can strain out the red pepper flakes, but I like to leave them in for a little extra spice. And at this point, the scones should be done baking and you can let them cool directly on the pan, just like this. And I just let these cool for about 10 to 15 minutes until they're no longer super hot to the touch, but still warm. And at this point, our honey should be slightly cooled down too, so we can go ahead and dive in. And one of my favorite ways to eat these is just to dip the scones straight into that hot honey. But if you want to prep these for a party or a crowd, I definitely recommend drizzling on that hot honey and then finishing them off with a sprinkle of fresh chives. The chives add a really pretty pop of color, plus a little crunch and freshness that just balances out the hot honey so well. This recipe is one of my favorite things to make for a party because everyone always goes absolutely crazy for them. Plus, they are truly so easy to make, and you can pretty much just toss in whatever cheese, meat, or herbs you already have in the fridge. Okay, this scone is fresh out of the oven, it's still warm, and it's time for a taste test. Just look at all the layers on that. Ugh, I love the ham and the cheese on top and a little sprinkle of chives. So good. These scones are honestly amazing on their own, but I really love pairing them with some scrambled eggs for breakfast or a nice bowl of soup for dinner. Such a good combo, so versatile, so good any time of day.